Back in October 2012, we unfortunately had a fatality where a long-serving employee, Graham Brown, suffered a fatal injury on a slip site on the Milford Road. There was a catastrophic failure of an air hose, and unfortunately a clamp hit him on the side of the hard helmet, and unfortunately they resulted in fatal injuries.
Cos says Graham's death taught him three things about leading through a tragedy.
So we had a local area manager who made contact with Graham's wife Elizabeth, and went and visited her straight away. I went down the next day, first available flight in the morning, once again visited Elizabeth with the local area manager. And from there we went to Te Anau, where our Milford Road team was based, and obviously started talking with the team and the manager and the supervisor and just offering what support we can.
It's important to keep up the support and show people you haven't forgotten their loved one.
We had a memorial celebration 1 year out from the incident where we unveiled a plaque on the site, and 2 busloads of Graham's family turned up and friends, and we had a memorial service for them there.
Downer has also set up a university scholarship in Graham's name in partnership with the New Zealand Transport Agency.
Then there's the next phase, which is really getting to grips with the investigation, making sure that that's completed, as quickly as possible and with the right people, and that you take a personal interest in driving it. Every investigation, you learn better ways or new things that you can apply to your own business. And I think we've got a duty of care to make sure those lessons are disseminated as quickly and as widely as possible to make sure that no other person has to suffer that same event.
Downer went as far as creating its own best practice guide for pressure equipment, which it shared with the industry. Cos says CEOs shouldn't keep the results of internal investigations secret out of fear of prosecutions.
As a CEO, I have a moral obligation to make sure, hey, is this thing happening elsewhere in the business? Is it happening elsewhere in the industry? What are the key learnings, and how do I get that out to the industry quickly? So I think one thing I did learn is that above anything else, my first duty of care is to my employees to make sure we never have this incident again in my business.
He also recommends sharing information with the regulator.
If there's a vacuum of information in terms of regulators, investigators, if they don't have the right information, they can definitely jump to the wrong conclusions. So I think it's really important that you're open and honest in your dealings with the regulator.
Cos says this experience changed him as a CEO.
I'm more determined than ever to make sure that we manage our critical risks and we put the right effort to manage those critical risks and get it right.
He says he owes it to Graham to make sure the lessons from his accident are never forgotten.